Hey, how are you doing? My name is Shu. So this is like my LifeOS. It's where I organize my notes, tasks, schedules, and bookmarks all within one tool. I used to use different apps for different purposes. I used Todoist for tasks, Evernote for notes, Google Calendar for scheduling, and Pocket for bookmarks. But ever since I found this app, I ditched them all and I just use this one for everything. Of course, it's not perfect, but it does all of these things really well. And most importantly, I love that I can manage these different aspects of my life with just one app. I've reviewed a lot of apps, but I've never really found a tool that checks all the boxes for me. So I'm just going to show you how I use it, and hopefully you find it helpful. Okay, so my most favorite thing about Amplenote is that I can create to-dos anywhere quickly. Most of the time, my head is like full of random things spinning around, and I just want to get them out so I can think clearly. So usually I have a note open in Amplenote and brain dump whatever is on my mind, which could be as random as a movie I watched last night, a cool thought I had, a conversation I had with my friend, or something I want to buy. It's typically during this process that I think of things I need to do, so I turn them into to-do items. For me, I absolutely love that I can dish out to-dos and stuff in my head like this. Most to-do apps don't let you do that, so I'm really happy with it. But you might be thinking you can do all that with just any note-taking app. I know, but the way Amplenote handles to-do is better than any other tool I've ever tried. So for starters, the level of customization it offers is great. You can set the duration of the task, priority, urgency, frequency, how long you want to snooze, and so on with keyboard shortcuts. So it's super fast. And after creating a to-do, I typically move it to a relevant note. For instance, if the task is about a certain project, I can move it to that project note so I can see it in context later. If it's a random to-do, I just send it to the inbox, which is full of random stuff that I need to deal with, which can be a tad overwhelming. So what I can do is snooze the ones that are less important right now, so I can focus on the ones that are more important. This is another crucial feature that I love about this app. Being able to hide the distractions and focus on the most important stuff is really helpful. I have a ton of tasks in my Amplenote, but in fact, most of them are snoozed because I want to focus on one or few things at a time. Anyway, after the brain dump, I can go to the task list and see what I need to do today. I can filter by different things like today's to-dos, high value ones for a specific project, but I mostly use today's filter, which is set to default for me. If there are some things I don't want to do today, I can again snooze them or reschedule them. I think it's always a good idea to keep your to-dos less than 10 to keep it achievable. Also, I should mention that you can sort the list by different things. So if I want to see them in order of the starting time, I can pick a start time. This way I know what I should do now and then what I should do after. But probably the best option is to sort them by task score, which is a score given by Amplenote's algorithm. It takes into account different factors such as your priority, the amount of time you need to complete the task, how long you postponed it, and so on. I like this a lot because it's great at presenting the tasks I should do first at the top of the list. Anyway, now I can start working on my to-dos. So this list alone is mostly enough for me, but sometimes I feel like having a visual of what my day looks like, so I know exactly what I need to do and when. For this, the calendar mode is perfect. I can drag the task to a specific time slot in the calendar and change the duration if I need to. Each task can be color-coded, so it's easier to see what types of tasks you have at a glance. This is really helpful also because I get a notification on my phone when I'm supposed to start working on a task. Another benefit of the calendar mode is that you can see the meetings that are on your external calendars like Google Calendar and Outlook Calendar. You can create a meeting note easily and join them directly from Amplenote, which saves you from having to switch apps. And with the mobile app, I can always check my schedule anytime and anywhere. Alright, because I'm such a digital hoarder, I save almost all the links that I come across, if they are even slightly interesting. If you see my notes in Amplenote, lots of them are bookmarks. It can get very messy, but I can always use the filter to find my own notes. The benefit of keeping bookmarks in this tool is that you can do things like write a note with a link to a specific bookmark or create a task with a link to a bookmark. In the first case, it's very useful to have links within a note like this because it makes it much easier to see the context. If there's something you want to know more, you can simply jump to that link and read or watch the whole thing. The second case is my favorite. Let's say that I want to check out a product that I saw on the web. I can create a task with a link to that bookmark. This way, when I see this task later, I can just click on the link and see the product quickly. Then later, when I want to write its impression and my thoughts, I can again mention the bookmark in the note, which will make it easier for me to review later. Also, if you have an article or book you want to read, you can turn it into a task with a link to them. Again, it makes it effortless to get to the link or book later on. Another cool thing is that you get to visualize links between not only your notes, but also those bookmarks as well. I don't do this often, but if you like using the graph view, you can explore your knowledge base visually, which can be fun and helpful. If you want to have all of your bookmarks in your Amplenote, like me, you have to set up a simple automation. Amplenote has a Chrome extension that lets you save links, but its mobile app supports saving a bookmark only as a task. Therefore, you need to use a different app in order to do that on both your computer and your mobile. I use an app called Raindrop because it's super cheap. The automation is basically that when you save an item to Raindrop, either on your mobile or computer, it sends it to Amplenote automatically. It's really easy to make. I made the automation already, so you can use it right away. It's in the description below. So go to the link. You just need to sign up for FTTT if you haven't already. Then connect your Raindrop account and your email account, which can be Gmail, Outlook, etc. Once they are connected, you need your Amplenote email address. You can find out from any note. Just click on the three dots to find copy email to note address, then just paste it in any note. And it's going to look like a long combination of letters and the numbers like this. Then delete the second half of the email address from the tilde. Now that's your Amplenote email address. Then just copy and paste that into FTTT and it's ready to be used. Test it once to see if it works. When you save something to Raindrop, it should also show up in your Amplenote. Okay, the last one needed a bit of tinkering, but I love how well it works just right out of the box as a kind of everything app. If you're interested in learning more about Amplenote and why it's my favorite tool, check out this video. The way they are improving Amplenote quickly as a small team is really impressive. Not many people are talking about it, but I think it's one of the best productivity apps. You should definitely try it out. Okay, thank you so much for watching till the end, and I really appreciate it and your support. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.